talk about this. And I said, Lord Jesus, do I want to talk about this now? Because I am sleepy. I am tired. But I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Lord, I hope I remember everything. Hey, y'all. When y'all come in, y'all share the live, please. Share the love. I'm so doggone sleepy. Can't even remember my name. I'm so sleepy. I am so sleepy. And I can't even. Lord Jesus. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Ah, dang it. Dang it. Oh, okay. Hey, y'all. When y'all come in, y'all share the live. And I had been a while back, but like I told y'all, I said I have to have time for this because people had wanted to know my story, and I know I got new followers. Hey y'all, when y'all come in, y'all share this live, and I know I got new followers, and you know, like I tell y'all, I got some interesting stories about my life, um, and please forgive me because I am sleepy and I am tired. But when y'all come in, y'all share this live. If you new, make sure you hit that follow button. Hey Teresa. Um, so therefore, anybody on the replay, they can watch the replay. So, how I found out my ex-husband was HIV positive, and some people already heard this story before, but it was a long live, so I'm gonna make it short. I can't remember what year when I met him, but I was working at this place called Hey Tahisha. Hey Tahisha. She said good night, sis. Good night. Um, I was working at this place in Greenville, South Carolina. Hey, Diane Lewis. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm going to try to look. I don't want to ignore nobody, but y'all know I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. And if I get to speaking to everybody and trying to remember, then I'll be done forgot. But I was working at this place called Garden Ridge. And this is my second ex-husband now because I've been married the first time. Everybody know that. And I'll tell that story one day. But this one right here, it don't make me mad no more. But it do in a way. But anyway, so I was working at this place called Garden Ridge, right? And I don't even think they still got Garden Ridge. Hey, Latoya. Well, welcome, love. Welcome. Hey, Mary. Hey, Janet. Hey, y'all. Janet, come right on in and sharing. Thank you for tuning in, Latoya, and thank you for following, baby. And make sure y'all share. And so I was working at this place called Garden Ridge. If y'all know what Garden Ridge is, and he was a real cocky person, y'all. He was, and I've said this and not trying to be funny because I'm not gonna throw no shade. If people that's been following me, y'all know I'm transparent. I'm a give the good, bad, and the ugly. And he was funny looking. He was cute, but he was funny looking. I'm being honest. Like, he was funny looking, but it was something about him, y'all. That's when, like I told y'all, my daddy was about to pass away and stuff, and I didn't have Janasia then, so y'all gotta hear the story. I didn't have Janasia then, so you know what I'm saying? Me and my mama weren't getting along, so like I said, I'm going to tell this part, and then when I tell the other part the other day, then y'all can put it all together and see how my life started unraveling. So, you know, I was trying to find myself again, baby, and I tell y'all, it was rough. So, I approached him, and I remember I said, do you ever talk? And so this is how we met, because y'all got to hear the story. So I approached him because, you know, he was giving, we women, we can tell when a man giving us the eye and stuff like that. Every time I was a customer service, worked in customer service at Garden Ridge, and he worked in some other department. If anybody remember Garden Ridge, because I don't think they got no more around the states and stuff. So anyway, so me and him started talking. He never told me that he had a girlfriend. Never told me. Right? Okay. So me and him started talking and stuff like that. And you know, I'm just falling hard because y'all got to understand. Hey, y'all. Yeah, he was cute, ugly, Jacqueline. I'm being honest, and I said that when we was together. I'm being honest. I ain't just saying that because of what done happened. So anyway, he was a cute, ugly little something. Look, yeah, God forgive me, but hey, call it how I see it. So anyway, so we started hanging out. I had my own place. Oh no, it's not that get me down, Lonnie. I just don't really like to, you know, certain things that happen in your life, you don't want to revisit it, you know. But I'm gonna tell y'all, and I don't mean to keep pausing because I know it's gonna be people watch this replay and say get to the point. But like I said, I want to acknowledge people as well when they come in, so that's the thing about it. But so anyway, so and y'all hit that shit, baby. Y'all hit the make sure y'all share this live because somebody can somebody can benefit from this story, right? So anyway, so we started talking. I had my own place in Greenville, South Carolina, right? I stay in Anderson now, which is like 30, depending on what part of Greenville, like 30 to 40 minutes away from Greenville. So I was staying in Greenville, had my own place and stuff like that. Now, when me and him started talking, he started coming to my house. I never did go to his. I thought that was kind of strange, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he would always say his house, his truck, because he was driving a Suburban with rims on it. Then he'd come with another car and stuff like that. But I'm going to be real with y'all. I know he sold dope on the side. So in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That must be his cars and stuff like that. So fast forward to, tell you how God worked. Fast forward to my brother. Me and my brother have always been close, right? So my brother was staying here in Anderson, and he wanted us to go to Atlanta, and he wanted us to go to Atlanta. So my brother had already headed down there. I got me I'm gonna tell y'all his first name. I'm not gonna say the last name. And actually, this is actually his nickname, but his name K. That's what I called him, K. And so when I got off from work, me and K had went to Atlanta, and it was just he had an uneasy feeling. Right? And so we get down there, and so I'm fast forwarding it, right? Because that's not the real important part. So we get down there, and hey Tawana, hey y'all, we get down there, and my brother, told us what hotel he had and stuff like that. So my brother came downstairs with his friend, and he, we was getting on the elevator. My brother nudged me like this. Now I'm gonna tell you how small the world is. That's why I tell you, baby, be careful on anything. You never know who know who. So my brother nudged me on the elevator like this. He said, doing like that. Because I've seen Kay getting ready to turn around. So we went to the room, and my brother called me out. No, me and Kay went out on the balcony. My brother came out there. My brother wasn't finna hold it. He was like, "What's up, man? Don't I know you?" And here go Kay. Kay said, looking like, "I don't know you." He was like, "Yeah, Jasmine." He was like, "Yeah." Now, keep in mind the name Jasmine now. And he was like, "Jasmine." And he was like, "Oh, I kid you not, y'all. We had just got to Atlanta. We wasn't there 30 minutes." Kay said, "Tina." He said, "Baby, let's go on back home." He said, I can't remember because I be telling a lie. I can't remember what excuse he made. But he was like, let's go on back home. I'm like, we done got down here from Atlanta, drove a couple of hours, we done got down here. So my brother knew something wasn't right. So my brother was like, "Tina, he with Jasmine." He was like, he F with Jasmine. And he said, because I used to hit Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how guys talk. That's my brother. My brother was like, "I used to hit Jasmine." Kay goes, "Nah, man, nah, we ain't like that. No, we ain't like that. We ain't like that." So anyway, so my brother calling me. Now we heading back to South Carolina, right? So my brother calling me, and so me and Kay getting into it. Me and Kay don't got into it. I don't smack the baby. We got into it on 285. Had to pull to the side. I don't smack this phone out his hand. I'm talking about like we was finna bang, like because he just got real mad. When somebody guilty, they get really, really mad. They get really, really mad, right? So anyway, so my brother said, right while Kay was sitting beside me, and I had my phone on speakerphone, right? After we done pulled off the side of the road, me and him, you know what I'm saying, going at it. My signal bad. Go out and come back in. Anybody? Is my signal bad to anybody else? If my signal bad, y'all put it in the comment. Because, I got a good spot, Come on now. Right when I go live, are you kidding me? Don't do that. So anyway, so we get back, you know what I'm saying, in the car, right? And so, yeah, Tawana say, I remember some of this story. Tawana, I said I was going to tell it again, because I got a lot of new people. And then, I can't I can't tell the other part, so I'm going to tell them this part. So, my brother said, "That motherfucker HIV positive. He got HIV, Tina. He got HIV. Now, this is something don't nobody want to hear. And, shout out to the people that's HIV positive and they living with it. But nobody want to hear a person that they done fell in love with, that they with, is HIV positive. So I said, "Kay, okay. Oh, okay. Well, you might want to go out and come back in. Everybody else saying it's good. Hey, y'all. So my brother said, that mother, is HIV positive. So I said, Kay, I said, like my heart dropped. Because I'm thinking, I'm going to be real. When I heard Jasmine, I'm saying to myself, I thought my brother going to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude cheating, he cheating or whatever. Not saying that's good, but hell, I'd rather deal with that than, you know what I'm saying? He telling me he HIV positive, right? So I go back to we coming up down the highway. My heart, y'all, I can't even tell you what I was thinking because that is something nobody want to hear. A person that you don't slept with, like, got down everything, the whole 50 yards. You feel me? So I'm just like, I can't even tell y'all what I was thinking. I cannot even tell y'all what I was thinking. So we get back to my apartment. So Kay go in the bathroom. Now let me say this part right here. Kay was on powder. My ex-husband is Kay. My Kay was on powder. I didn't know it then. I didn't know it. So he come out the bathroom and he just crying. And he had some white stuff on his nose, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't really pay that no attention. And you know what I'm saying, like what was going on. So anyway, he just got real emotional. He was crying. And I was like, hey, I said, my brother know you. He used to F with Jasmine. Now I'm saying your ex-girlfriend. Hear me now. I said, he used to F with your ex-girlfriend, Jasmine. And she admitted to my brother she HIV positive. You know what I'm saying? So you got HIV, you got that thing. What's going on? Like, tell me. Nah, man, I ain't got it. Nah, man, I ain't got it. So that kind of just died down, right? Baby, everybody plays the fool. I know it's gonna be some people that's judging on here, baby, but let me tell you, you gotta be in a person's shoes. It's easy to sit back and say, oh, I would have did this, I would have did that. But baby, like I said, I can own my stuff and I can say I was a doggone fool, because baby, I'm about to put the icing on the cake for you. So anyway, and hey everybody, when y'all come in, y'all share this live. But the thing is, I don't want to keep trying to, not that I don't want to speak, but I'll get off track. Y'all know my ADD kick in. So anyway, so that kind of passed by. But my brother, like, he had it in for this dude. Like, he wanted to go in on his juggler. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because my brother knew everything I had done been through. You know what I'm saying? And he knew it was like I was just searching for love. You understand what I'm saying? So, and my brother seen how he was doing. So I remember that, okay, I stopped working at that job and he stopped working at that job. I had got a better job and I started going to like this technical college. So, and I remember, next thing I know, his phone was just ringing. His phone was just ringing back to back. Ain't no dude gonna call no other dude back to back like that. Something ain't right. So my intuition started kicking in. I'm like, man, this is a girl. This is a girl. So next thing I know, he was like, he gotta go. So he came back. Then he said he was gonna come back to my house, but he didn't. So he came back the next day, but he caught a cab over there. I saw you rolling in two cars. I'm talking about nice SUVs, rim, boom, boom, in the systems and stuff like that. Exactly. Tahisha, I can't say your name, baby. You brave for telling your story much, but I'm very transparent, Coleman. I just am. Y'all hit that follow button, baby. And so anyway, so he got a cab over there, and he just crying and doing this and that and other. Next thing I know, this white girl, he was going with this white girl. Not that it mattered, because I done dated outside my race. But so the girl name was Jasmine. And the crazy part is, me and her friends on Facebook now, my personal page. So she was like, "Kay, you cheating on me?" This mug ain't told me he got 2 kids by this woman. This mug ain't told me he living with this woman. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, hold up. What is really going on? So I said, and so she yelled out this. Now, ain't no woman gonna yell this out to no other woman. A woman gonna yell out, hey, he done ate me out. Now, we grown, let's be real. A woman gonna yell out, yeah, he done ate me out. Yeah, he done did this. But a woman, out of all my years, I ain't never heard another woman tell another woman he HIV positive. Jasmine said, just so you know, he ain't telling nobody he HIV positive, but I kept it real with him. And what ended up happening is she's HIV positive too, but they don't know who caught it from who, because when they got together, she said, from what I was told from her mouth, she said she already had it and he already had it, but they don't know if they gave it to each other. They don't know what, but I'm gonna tell you, baby. So anyway, so guess what I end up doing? Time passed, right? So me and her never got into it. She talked to me woman to woman. I will say that, because I can talk to anybody on a woman to woman basis. So she basically put him out. She put him out. So y'all know, baby, y'all already know how it go. When a dude playing both females, it's basically which one is gonna leave him, and then the other one gets stuck with him. Like I said, for anybody just tuning in, y'all gotta understand my story, baby. I was out there, I felt like I wasn't loved. I was searching for love. My daddy was on his dying bed, and I was close to my daddy. My mama wasn't showing me love. My daughter wasn't here yet, so I was out here in this world by myself. So I was searching for love. So I felt like that was love to me. You understand what I'm saying? I felt like that was love because he was showing me stuff that I haven't had in a while. You understand what I'm saying? So in my head, that was love, right? So anyway, so guess what I ended up doing? So he put her out. I mean, she put him out. When I found out everything like that, she put him out. He ended up moving in with me. I had my own place. Yeah, end up moving in with me. Like I said, baby, I tell anybody I played the fool. See, a lot of people need to own up to what they doing because everybody don't play the fool. May not be as drastic as mine, but everybody on this line don't play the fool. Just be real with yourself. So anyway, so he still kept denying he HIV positive. He HIV positive. And so she told me, she was still talking to me. She said, Tina, she said, I could have said anything else to you for you to leave him alone if I wanted him. She said, but we have kids together, and I get it. You understand what I'm saying? She said, he done took me through hell. She said, the only reason why I'm trying to make it work is we got kids together. I didn't know this. Yeah, honest to God, I didn't know that at the time. So I'm feeling bad because this girl didn't come at me sideways or nothing like that. And so my brother still in the mix. He wanted to get at him and stuff like that, right? But then my brother told me I was the one that's stupid because he was like, even if he ain't admitted, you know what I'm saying? Like, she done told you what girl just gonna tell you that, you know what I'm saying? And you still with the end, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so she was telling me, she said, I'm gonna tell you because he ain't telling. She said he done cheated on me with multiple people. He ain't telling people that he HIV positive. She said something about the T cell count and this and that and other. And she told me what place he go to on what day. He never wanted me to take him, and he never said he was going to the doctor. So at this point, me and her communicating behind his back, right? So she was like, he going up there on a Thursday because I have to go. She said, come up there. So I had got in my little car. I'm doing like I Spy with my little private eye, right? I see him going to the place. The place is for people that's HIV or have AIDS. And also, too, let me say this, baby. Educate yourself. There is a difference between a person that's HIV positive versus a person that have AIDS. Also, you can be undetectable as well. Okay, so that's why people got to educate themselves. Because I hear people all the time saying this and saying that, and I be like saying to myself, they so doggone wrong. Educate yourself. So anyway, so when he went in there, my heart dropped. Guess what I do? So I go on back home. And I called my friend girl. And I was just crying. But I was still in disbelief. I was like, nah, he ain't HIV positive. Like, I'm talking about, man, this mud was getting it in a couple of times a day, every day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we was getting it in. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I was thinking. I was like, man, all this I done been through, rape, molestation, all this stuff I done been through in my life, and I'm finna come down with HIV. That's the first thing I thought about. So anyway, guess what I end up doing? So time went by. Guess what I ended up doing? We got married. We got married. Fool, I can't even make my fingers into an F. A big fool on top of my forehead. We get married. We got married at the courthouse, and but we had a big reception. And I remember at the reception is when I first met his mama. Talked to his mama on the phone when I first met his mama and sister and everything. I remember, and I would never forget this. Me and him got married in 2006. 2006. Yeah, 2006. And I remember, and this is 2022, what his sister told me at our reception. She said, you need to leave my brother alone. She never told me why. She never told me any of that. She said, you need to leave my brother alone. She said, only thing she did say, she was like, he ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna say that about their brother if it ain't true, right? So I'm just like, okay. But we don't got married then. We get married. We get married. After reception, I'm thinking we about to, you know what I'm saying, go home and chill out. Because at this point, y'all got to understand. Like I said, don't just listen to the story, but actually hear what I'm saying. At this point, when I got married and we had already got it in, the reason why I went ahead and got married after, even though he still, up to that day, he still never told me he was HIV positive. Because in my head, I'm like, well, if the damage already been done, it's been done because we don't got it in. That's how I was looking at it, right? So anyway, So I need for y'all share this live. If y'all ain't sharing this live, I don't know how many shares I got, but y'all share this live because somebody can benefit from this. Because the last time I made this live, it was so many people reached out to me to saying that I was a lucky one. This one lady said that she was with her husband for a year and she contracted it, and this and that and other. So anyway, so that's how, you know what I'm saying. So I went up and end up getting married to him because, like I said, in my head, like the damage already been done. We had done got it in, right? Listen to them siblings. My ex-wife told me about his nasty sister, Jermaine, baby. And that was my first time meeting his sister. That was my first time meeting his sister, his mom and them and everybody, right? Okay, so after reception, I'm thinking we going home. He never came home. He never came home. He said he was finna go to his homeboy house to do something. He's coming right home. He never came home. Guess where he ended up at? He was at Jasmine's house. Now, understand, Jasmine wasn't no fool. I was the fool. See, I'm a grown woman about mine. I'm a grown woman about mine. Jasmine wasn't a fool. I was the fool. They had kids together. They had history. I ain't have history with this man. I didn't have history with this man, right? Okay, so he went back to her. She all in love with him and stuff like that, like in love. See, I think I was more in love because, you know what I'm saying, the stuff was good. I'm just being real with you because, see, a lot of people need to hear that. I'm joking around, but I'm dead serious because a lot of people fall head over heels over that versus they thinking they really in love. And that's what I fell in love with because he had good head. Let's be real. We grown people, right? So I was like, okay, you understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, I was the one that was the fool. So what ended up happening is he went on over there, came on home. Next thing I know, we end up moving. We end up moving to another apartment. One day I woke up, baby, when I tell you it was seven, I don't know what you call them people. Baby, I call them the police, but they look like the FBI. This mug ain't told me he on probation. Baby, he was on probation. Don't violate the probation. They got him. They got him after we done got married, right? He goes down the road, and I went to court. And I didn't know how that worked, like for as you know what I'm saying, that then or whatever. So anyway, so he had a year, but he only did 6 months. My behind was faithful. My behind didn't give nothing up to nobody. Baby, I held him down. I'm talking about commissary. He was bragging to his other roommates and talking about, yeah, my wife holding me down, this and that and other. So he was sentenced to a year. He only did 6 months. That's the kicker. I need for y'all to hear me clear for any other women's out there that don't know. He wrote me. And I remember I was an office manager at this job. And this black guy named Jeff. And I was reading a letter. And on the envelope, it said Broad River. Not Broad River Road. Broad River. That Jeff, I would never forget this. He walked past me. He said, somebody got that thing. I'm still green. I'm like, what? What? He said, anybody that's locked up in that facility is sick. So I'm like, nah. I'm serious. That's what I did. But guess what I did? As soon as he walked off, baby, I'm on the computer. I'm an office manager, whole office manager now. I'm on the computer Googling. Baby, when I saw that, but it did say HIV patients are, when they go to prison, they're for men. I don't know if it's like that now, but they're sent here. But it also said other people that are mental and sickly go to that specific facility. You know, that they found out they sick or something like that. So here I go. I'm still like, oh, okay, well, just look, red flags everywhere, baby. Just red flags everywhere. But I'm in my head, I'm just like, I'm too far in now. Y'all got to feel where I'm coming from. Yeah, Shay, her brother told me it wasn't right. Oh, really? Twana say, okay, speak the truth. Yeah, Twana, you know me. You know I'm going to speak the truth. But you know how folks says, thank you for the 200 stars. Yeah, drop them stars, y'all, for the story. But because I'm trying to smile about it, but it do bring back a lot of bad memories. So anyway, so when I start pulling that up, and also when the next time he called, I was like, hey, when did you we married now? When is you HIV positive? This mother still saying no. But at the end of the day, y'all, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I had to fault myself because all the signs was there in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? I had to fault myself because I'm going to tell you, and I ain't just going to put it on no man. A person going to do only what you allow them to do to you. He knew I was being a fool, so guess what? He treated me just as a fool, right? So anyway, so he did his time, and he came home. His stepdaddy lived closer to Columbia where he was getting released at, so he brought him home. Brought him home. We did our thing. I'm going to be honest because it had been 6 months. Did our thing. He went back over to Jasmine's house. I didn't know it then, though. He went back over to Jasmine house, didn't come home that night. I held this mug down. I held this mug down, baby. I'm talking about down. Baby, down. Did you hear what I said, right? Did you hear what for the ones that were tuned in when I first came in, I told y'all he was selling dope in the beginning. So when I tell you I held this mug down, I held him down while he was in there. So anyway, so he got out, and like I said, he ended up at Jasmine house. I didn't know it or whatever like that. So me and him was still just, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we were still married. So he ended up getting a job at this, matter of fact, this plant right here, because we had moved back to Anderson. My daddy started getting sick. That's what happened. I'm leaving out some couple of parts because I don't want my phone to die and I don't want y'all to get bored. So my daddy was in hospice. And so anyway, I end up coming up here. And I was like, I'm not leaving nowhere because my daddy finna die, and I'm a daddy's girl. Like I ain't no shame in my game. When my daddy passed away, baby, I tried to kill myself. Literally, they put me on the 8th floor and told me I was crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm very transparent, baby. So, you know what I'm saying? So, so he came up here. I took my car. That's another story for another day. He didn't want me to come. My daddy literally taking his last breath. Like the doctors don't call it the family and everything like that in hospice. And so I had to steal my own car. And so I came up here by myself. He didn't want me to leave. And he also raped me. I'm trying to make it short. Your husband can rape you. He raped me. He held me down and took my stuff. Yeah, he did that. Now that's not funny, but he did that. Yeah, he had his, and I would never forget. He had like his elbow right here, and that pain hurted so bad I could not move. And it's like, and y'all got to keep in mind, like I told y'all earlier, I done been molested when I was little. I done been raped and forced to have an abortion from my rape. You understand what I'm saying? So when he literally he was so drunk and so high, he forced himself on me and held me down and raped me. And it was like I wasn't even his wife, because when he got done, baby, he just got up and went to the bathroom like, clean your ass up. That's how he did. Yeah, he did me like that. So anyway, so when he went to the bathroom, that's when I stole my car back, and then hey y'all, and I went through that myself. Wow, D, I'm sorry to hear that, baby. So I stole my car back and then came up here. So his mom and them taking up for him and stuff like that. So I came on up here, and I'm trying to remember everything. So I came on back up here and went straight to hospice. And my daddy wanted to talk to me and stuff like that. Baby, I remember what my daddy told me. My daddy said, listen, let me tell you something. Hey, let's get wealthy. Hey, y'all, I'm a daddy's girl, too. Yeah, baby, I'm definitely a daddy's girl. And so, and my daddy told me, he said, Tina, that boy dragging you down. Like, I didn't even look like myself. My daddy talked to me. Y'all know how people give you basically they last words. When my daddy took his last breath at freaking hospice, my husband was not here. I had my cousins them trying to console me because everybody else there was for themselves. Like I said, my mama ain't really showing me love like that. So her and my sister, they was, even though my sister husband was there, but my mom and my sister, you know what I'm saying, they hugging each other. My brother, baby mama, she stepped up, his first baby mama stepped up to the plate and consoling him. I'm looking around like, dang, ain't got nobody to console me. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin stepped to the plate and she, you know what I'm saying, she called him. She was like, so she went off on it. She was like, Kay, what up? You at? Your wife daddy just died. Where you at? I'm coming. So he got up here. I can't remember how he got up here because some things I tried to block out. He got up here. Just like I said. He got up here. As soon as we left hospice, he told me he wanted to use my car and go to the store. Right after we left hospice, when the funeral home came and got my daddy body, and we left hospice going home, the family coming. He says, my husband at the time says that he going to the store. He never came back. He was already cheating on me with this. I would never forget her name. Her name was Keisha. I would never forget her name. He went back down there with her because she told me about it later on. He didn't stay up here to console me. He didn't, baby, that was a demon for real. People say demons, baby. He's a demon for real. And so he just left me high and dry. He went back down there because I was like, dang. And people was telling me, they was like, Tina, Kay ain't gone to the store. He gone. It don't take nobody that long to go to no store. You know what I'm saying? So he took my car, but of course I really couldn't do that because we was married, even though it was in my name, but we was married and legally married. So, you know what I'm saying? So he took my car and stuff like that. So he ended up, we buried my daddy. He came back up here. you know what I'm saying, and came to the funeral and stuff like that. And then so he just ended up staying. He just ended up staying. Okay, so all this time I'm still trying to figure out, hey, you know what I'm saying? Is you, you know what I'm saying? I need to know, is you HIV positive? Now, keep in mind now, a couple of years don't pass. We weren't married long, but a couple of years don't pass. This mother still saying no. Okay, so I remember we had went to the strip club, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't went both ways before. Ain't no shame in my game. So you know what I'm saying? So we went to the strip club, right? But we went to it's like I can't really explain it, but anybody I can't. They do like a amateur thing, like where men can get up there and this and that and other. So how I found out, I think it's an assumption, but I'm 99.9% sure that I think he was sleeping with boys. I think he was sleeping with boys. We was at the strip club, and like I told y'all, he wasn't no big time dope person, but you know what I'm saying. He did his little thing, right? So I remember I was going to the bathroom, and he was right there talking to this boy. I never understood what this meant till later on. And his he's the devil, Tawana. He is the devil, baby. I'm talking about I don't been through some stuff and you know that in my life, but that's the devil. So I remember he was telling this boy, I've never that's all I hung around most of my life was boys. I've never heard another dude say, uh, dang what he said. He said something to that he said, dude, you HIV positive. And then you sleeping with boys too. I'm just like, and then like, I'm not trying to be funny. We grown. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, okay? When we was intimate, I'm gonna put it that way. When we was intimate, baby, I'm telling you, I know how to do some freaky deaky stuff. Okay, it ain't nothing I ain't never saw. But certain things that he wanted to do, I was like something ain't right. So I put two and two together when he smacked that dude butt. Yeah, they do it in basketball, football, or whatever like that. But the way he did it and didn't know I was behind him, I'm like, nah, you been running up in some boys. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, so what ended up happening is he end up I end up going to prison. I done been to prison 2 times. I see I got 409 people on here. Y'all share this live. I end up going to prison. I went to prison 2 times. When I went to prison, we had a very nice 3 bedroom, 2 bath house. Very nice house. I went to prison. He left me. He literally left me. Actually, like I said, I'm trying to make this short, but I believe he set me up to go to prison because I had a very very serious charge on me. My bond was like I think it was 65,000, 50,000, or something like that. It was assault and battery with intent to kill, but I didn't do it. I'm being honest. I didn't do it towards somebody else. So I didn't know I had that. So reason why I felt like he set me up is because I went to go get my prescription filled. And I promise you, it was like 12, 13, 14, 15 cop calls out there for little old me. And they was like, you got a warrant. But how did they know where we was? He was in there too doggone long when my prescription was already ready. And then when he seen them surrounding the car with their guns, with they, you know what I'm saying? They was armed at little old me, just me by myself. You would think I was Bin Laden or somebody, you know what I'm saying? And so he just coming out there eating some candy, just walking. I would never forget the look on his face. He walked out the pharmacy just eating some candy, like, oh, so what? This is how calm he was. He was like, so where y'all about to take her? Huh? Wait a minute, huh? I'll be out there to get you out. That's what he telling me. I'll be out there to get you out. I'll be out there to get you out. So I didn't know how that worked then. So baby, I didn't get out because my bond was so high. So while I was like I told you, I'm trying to make it short, y'all. It's a long story. So while I was in jail before I went to prison, when I was in jail, I'm getting when I'm trying to call people and I'm getting letters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And people telling me that, you know what I'm saying, he fooling around with the girl Keisha. He could have done. He had the money to get me out on bond because he went and bought a whole nother car. He left me in there. So when I go down the road, I didn't hear nothing from him. I ain't heard nothing. I didn't hear nothing from him. I didn't hear no letters. I was calling him, y'all. I was calling him. You would have thought I would have learned my lesson, right? You would have thought I would have learned my lesson. Hey, everybody on the live. I don't want to get sidetracked because y'all know if I look at the comments, I get sidetracked. So I remember I was calling. So I just stopped. I was like bumping. I was becoming numb. I was becoming numb, like bump dismissed. I was becoming numb. So I remember I just said, you know what, let me call him. When I called him, and you get, it's like a 30-second, if they ain't got money on their phone, it's like a 30-second courtesy call, right? Where you could say a few words. He answered the phone, and I heard the girl in the background. And he talked to me like I wasn't his wife. He said, who you? Who you? Trying to throw her off. He's like, who you? Who you? I said, mother. I said, you know, I said, you could have got me out and this, that. You know what I'm saying? Just going off. He hung up the phone on me. So I end up getting out because I don't want to go through that part. I end up getting out, but when I left prison, I had to go because when I went to prison on another charge, but I still had to go back to that county for that bond I had on me because I still didn't get bonded out. If anybody been to jail, y'all know how that work. You know, you still got to go do your time on your other charges or whatever like that. Yeah, Smiley. Moxie say, you're a champ, baby. I done been through it, baby. My question is, why didn't you ever get tested? I'm about to tell you, Sanders. And so anyway, when you go to prison, and I'm glad you brought that up, if for anybody on here that done been to prison, baby, I'm going to be real with you. I think prison tests you more than a little bit. I think they test you better than any doctors. So while I was in prison, there's this thing called R&E. I don't know what they call it now, and I tell people this. It's called R&E. And it's like an an all women's facility. They check your blood pressure, check you if you got syphilis, any type of thing that you got. And if you got HIV or AIDS, you go in these two bottom cells. I would never forget in R&E. So there was this lady, I felt so bad for her. She had full-blown AIDS. She was in the cell by herself. I think she said she got raped, if I ain't mistaken. She got raped when she was little, and then she got on drugs to self-medicate, and it just turned into full-blown AIDS. She looked so bad. Didn't nobody want to talk to her, and that woman looked so bad. So she was in a cell down by herself. So they ran all my tests. I'm good. I was good. You know what I'm saying? I was shocked, but I was still in my head. You know, that's why I say educate yourself. Don't go off of what somebody tell you because people say, oh, it take up to 10 years and this and that and other. Baby, educate. I'm telling y'all, educate yourself. This stuff out here serious. This stuff, I ain't never in my life came so close to nothing like this before, okay? So anyway, they test me. I'm talking about do everything. They go up in you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about they run all kind of tests, and I get it because if you got something, they'll send they'll send the women right here, this and that and other. So this one girl, I'll never forget, she was 23 years old. The lady that had full-blown AIDS, when this girl came in, she was 23 or 24, she was laughing at the lady with full-blown AIDS. Long story short, when she went to go have all her tests and stuff like that come back, they put her down beside the lady with full-blown AIDS because she was HIV positive. And I'm not saying that's what you get. All I'm saying is don't pick at folks. Because that girl, when they told her she was HIV positive, that girl was crying. And I ain't talking about just crying. I'm talking about she said she didn't want to live. She was trying to hurt herself, and she was trying to do. This girl was 23 years old, and she was like somebody that tried to be like a bully. She was like a bully, and she wasn't but like 23. You just had got down there, and she was picking at other people. No, baby, this ain't no skit, sweetheart. No. A skit? We're doing what? I'm sitting here telling a story. No, baby, it ain't no skit. But so anyway, so she was sitting there laughing at, you know what I'm saying, the 23-year-old was sitting there laughing at, I want to say that too, Carmen, but you know what, baby, that's why I'm telling y'all. When I tell y'all I don't judge nobody, I don't pick at nobody, I don't do that mess, man, because God is real. Play with him if you want to. So anyway, so next thing you know, they got all her stuff and put her down there. And everybody knew, like I said, if you've been to R&E before, just like you talk to people with prison stories, people tell you how things are set up. So the lady with full-blown AIDS, she in one cell, and the girl that's HIV positive, she in a cell right beside it. They only designate 2 cells only 2 cells for people that are HIV positive. So I was still good, right? So in my head, I'm still like, oh, okay, but you know what I'm saying? Still, I'm listening to society, and I'm saying to myself, nah, but still, we done got down with the goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, nah, we like ain't no way in the world. I'm like, I know God ain't having showing me that much favor. Like this running through my head, I'm like, nah, I don't think that did the test right. Okay, so I did my time, and I end up, like I said, I did my time what I had to go down the road for, so I had to come back to the county. Somebody bunded me out, an old time person bunded him and my mama bunded me out. When I got out, I called my ex husband and I was like, I said some stuff. I'm gonna be real with you. I said some stuff, and he was like, huh, how you get out? And I was like, just know I'm out. Did like that, so it was on and popping. Then, like I'm talking about, I had become like that movie, A Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Like it wasn't even no more pity. It wasn't no more sorrow. I was on that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. What's time? Let me make some phone calls. That's the type of time I was on when I got out. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty sure everybody would be through all that hell I done been through. And he literally left me. When I got out and I was done with everything, when I got out, I didn't have a house to go to. He had to move in with the girl, got rid of all my stuff, sold my car illegally, and I got my money back on that. It was a long drawn out thing, but I got my money back on that because even though we was married, the title was in my name and his name wasn't on it. So any married people out there, baby, you can't go sell your husband wife car. I don't care if you're married or not. If your name ain't on that title, baby, I done learned some stuff. So anyway, so we went through all that. I never did talk to him. I never did talk to him. So um, I end up having to have surgery. And anybody know when they do get ready to do surgery, they, of course, they got to check your blood work and stuff like that. So people up here was worried about me, my family, and stuff like that. And I got checked again. It was still negative. I was like, God. I still never could understood because, baby, I did a lot of wrong in my life. I'm like, how is God showing me favor like this? I'm serious. I'm like, how is South Carolina? I truly understand this story. Yeah, LaFossa. I was like, how? I'm serious because I was doing wrong in my life. This is why my platform is all about inspiration and motivating, baby, because I know what God can do. I know how far I done came. I did wrong in my life. I didn't do nothing right. And I was like, how is God still showing me favor? Because that's why I tell everybody, each one of y'all got a purpose out here, baby. Instead of fooling around with other people, instead of trying to wreak havoc on somebody's life, instead of trying to down somebody, instead of trying to judge somebody, go find out what your purpose is because you sitting back existing and not living. And that's why I said I had to find out what my purpose was. Me being 45 years old, it took me a long time to figure out what my purpose was. But a lot of people would never figure out because they so busy worrying about somebody else and their life. And I would never understand that. So anyway, so I'm just like, Lord, he's showing me so much favor. Like, what's really going on? So anyway, so I end up having a surgery. That still came back negative. Okay, so I was talking about I was done with my ex-husband. I'm talking about done with him. He had my name tattooed on his chest and everything, honey. And so I was just done with him. So I end up meeting Janaisha's daddy, my daughter's daddy. So, and I got pregnant with Janaisha real quick. I got pregnant with Janae real quick from her daddy, right? So of course when you get pregnant, and for any mamas out there, if you don't know, y'all should know. If you don't know, they run all them kind of tests. Okay, and like I said, this was a couple of years later, and so that came up negative. I'm like, boy, look at God, look at God. That's all I kept worrying about. Look at God, look at God. But what scared me is because I had received something in the mail and they had said something about you need to contact the health department. It was basically the health department, and they was like, "You've been exposed to a person that's HIV positive." I'm saying to myself, "That's my husband." You know what I'm saying? So I had to go to the health department and take their test. This what scared me. Now, for anybody that know, that's gonna be a whole nother lie because I don't tell that lie. I used to have an addiction to pain pills. When you are doing a test like that or anything like that, and baby, I was popping some pain pills. It came back inconclusive, and I was just like, oh Lord, oh Lord. But inconclusive means it's not a yes or it's not a negative or a positive. So I'm just like, okay, I don't had 3 HIV tests. They don't came back negative. But then the health department, which I know everybody do they, the same, not the same, but you know what I'm saying, it's accurate. And I'm like, that one come back inconclusive. So when I was talking to the lady and stuff like that, like why would it come back? And then so, you know what I'm saying, had my pain pill addiction then. So I was like, oh, okay, that threw it off. Okay, so time had passed. And so, like I said, I got pregnant with Janasia. I end up having Janasia. And then I went ahead and filed for divorce. So we end up going to divorce court, and that's my first time seeing him in forever. And Janae's daddy ain't no joke. He really about that life for real. So both of them standing right there. So Janae's daddy going at him and this and that. No, it's like two thugs going at each other, if that makes sense. Cause really both of them about that life. But I really got to say Janae's daddy is more. You know what I'm saying? Like if anything, he just got a mentality where he just don't care. Like it's sad, but he do. But anyway, so when we was talking about, that had came up and stuff like that, right? And so I told the judge in divorce court, which it didn't have nothing to do with nothing, baby. But look, I was trying to get alimony and everything. But it was a woman judge, and she had like she was taking his side. I said, ma'am, he left me when I went to prison. Why you're not getting no alimony? Like this was a woman judge, and she had like she was on my ex-husband's side. But I think the reason why is because I got pregnant with Janasia while we were legally married. Haven't had someone in forever, right? But we were legally married. So that's the only thing I feel like the reason why she was looking at me and treating me like that in the courtroom. You understand what I'm saying? Because she a woman, like, oh, okay. She ain't understanding the story because she don't give a flip about that story. She just looking at, oh, because I had to have I think it's called a liaison or whatever it was for Janasia. Never went through that before, but if you ever get pregnant while you married, yeah, that happened. And I don't know how it is now, because things changed, but that's what happened to me. She had to have like a court liaison or something. I can't remember what it's called, like to represent her. And Janasia daddy had to tell the court, yeah, I know that's my child. Now Kay could have said, it's baby, I'm telling y'all, these courts and these laws is jacked up. Because if Kay would have said that I think Janasia is my child, don't you know how she said it, how the judge said it? Technically, but the word she used, I can't remember. Janasia would have been his, but he knew that Janasia wasn't his child. You understand what I'm saying? But he could have did that just to be nasty and a whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, so what ended up happening is, so later on, me and Janasia daddy wasn't supposed to be in a relationship. It was just something that happened. Y'all got to keep in mind, I get out of prison, hot in my behind, right? You understand what I'm saying? Done dealt with all this. My daddy done passed away. I done dealt with my ex-husband leaving me and this and that and other. So once again, I'm out here in this world trying to find myself, I'm really lost now because my right-hand man gone. That's my daddy. My mama ain't close to me. You know what I'm saying? My mama ain't never, you understand what I'm saying? So I'm out here in this big old world again like myself. So you know what I'm saying? So me and Janasia daddy got together and, not for his relationship, but that happened. And then of course, some women, I ain't saying all women, when you get pregnant by a dude that y'all kicking it with, y'all try to make it work, but it didn't work because it wasn't supposed to be no relationship, but just something that happened and you got pregnant. So anyway, so me and Janasia daddy end up splitting. I was moving around. I was moving around from one city to another city. So I end up coming back here where I stay now. And out the blue, it was like out the blue, it was like 4 years later. 4 years later, 5 years later, I can't remember because I'm rushing to tell the story. Kay calls me. Kay calls me. My ex-husband. We legally divorced now. I'm talking about I got my divorce decree and everything. I ain't saw him in years. Like I'm just living. I'm just trying to get my mind back right. I'm trying to get my life and stuff good, right? He calls me. He said, I want to come and see you because I really want to talk to you. And I kid you not, no feelings came back or nothing like that. Because when I'm just like what's his face said, when a woman fed up, baby, ain't nothing you can do about it. And I was done. I was done. Like it ain't nothing. So I'm gonna be real with you. I wanted some closure because, like I said, y'all gotta keep in mind. I told y'all he left me. Hey, Katrina. Um, so y'all gotta keep in mind. I told y'all he left me when I was in prison. I didn't have no closure. I wanted us women, if y'all be real with yourself, because I'm being very real. Sometimes we want to know why. We want to know, like, why you did this. Like, I was hurt. This month left me when I was in prison. Prison. Not jail. Prison. When I held you down. So, anyway, so he came to the house, and it was late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And Janasia was asleep. And he was talking to me, and he was crying. I said, all I want to know is, did you set me up? I'm going to get to it. I know what y'all want me to say. I said, did you set me up? He just cried. But I'm gonna be real with you. That didn't phase me because I seen those tears before. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, that's fake as hell. Like I don't want you back. I'm good. I ain't trying to be funny. And I'm not just saying this. He was looking a little rough. I'm gonna put it like that. I ain't gonna dog him like that. He was looking a little rough. So I was like, man, cause like I said, I ain't saw him in a while. So he's sitting there crying. I'm saying to myself, you this ain't phasing me. Like, what you want me to do? Like, give you some balloon, give you a hug? Like, you think you finna get some more a little bit? No, that ain't finna happen. You know what I'm saying? God done kept me and I'm good. You think I'm about to So anyway, so he was like, he never would say yes or no. So I told him, I said, I already got my answer. I um, so I said, is you HIV positive? Here you go. I already know. Now, trust me, I'm 100%, 1000% sure. Sometimes us women, we know the answer. We just want to hear it from that person. Regardless of what you asking them, you want to hear it from that man or whoever you dating. You want to hear it from them. So he like, I said, I know you already are. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. I said, you a very selfish mother. I said, just like that. I said, I'm gonna tell you why. You're out here sleeping with different people, not even telling them that you HIV positive. What makes you think that and how did it happen? What you mean, Shannon? What made me think what, baby? Yeah, Keita, very selfish. I said, and I'm talking, I was going off. I said, you a selfish mother. So I'm talking about just slanging it, just like I'm talking about just cheating and cheating and cheating. Let me finish. I'm on live, Janaja. Hold on, baby. And y'all, I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you something. I done cheated before in my life. I don't have people to cheat on me. I'm gonna be real with you. And my brother, I, if he watching, I love you, bro. And he done had his days. But baby, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never saw a cheater like this mug right here. I've never. This mug got so good that I remember he would stay out late, claiming he with his homeboy. His brother even put him on the spot one time. And tell y'all this: his brother, they was all going out with some girls. His brother called and let the phone. He said, "Tina, hit us, hit us." And the girl was just sitting there, man. Yeah. But anyway, so and he was just like, I just don't care. I just don't care. I said, well, bump if you don't care. You got to care about other people, baby. So I'm trying to press charges at this point, but I'm sitting here listening to this what this nigga had saying, baby. God is my witness. I don't care who don't believe me. The whole time he was talking, I'm like, duh, for real, for real. Oh, okay. Like I'm talking about, like it wasn't no. Y'all know how you go from one emotion to the other. It went from hurt in the beginning when all that happened, went from anger, went from something else, and then I was angry. I was an angry black woman. I'm just being honest. I was angry because I'm like, you done took my you got to watch from the beginning, Tamika. Got to watch from the beginning. So anyway, so he went ahead and didn't admit about setting me up, but I know he did because ain't nowhere in the world them police knew I was there. Detectives and all them people that they didn't know I was there. But anyway, he would not admit that he was on powder, and I called him out on that. I said, I know you on powder. I said, because who go in the bathroom and do what they do and stay in there? Because, baby, I'm telling you, when I go take a number two, I may sit on there and just chill on the toilet. But I don't just stay in there for no 2 hours at a time and then come out and want to. So, like I told him, I said, because you would stay in the bathroom for like 2 hours and then just come out and go cut grass in 100-degree weather and just hyped up and just like that. Like, who does that? Like, that's just not normal. So, I was just calling him out on a lot of stuff. And he was like, but I love you, man. I want to do it again. He was talking about he wanted to get remarried again, y'all. He said he wanted to remarry me. I said, that is gone. I said, you took me through hell. I am good. I said, I am good. So he asked me, he said, you don't got tested? That's what he said. And I said, yeah. I said, I don't have plenty of tests and I'm good. But let me tell y'all something. That was in 2011, the last time that I saw him. This is 2022 and your girl test still negative. Your girl test still negative. Baby. When I told y'all in the middle of the story, when I say you have to find out what your purpose is, We have all types of questions for God sometimes. We question ourselves sometimes because we go through bull crap and we don't understand why we going through bull crap. We lose people that we love, that we want to be in our corner. We lose friends. We lose this and we hurt and we be out here by ourselves. God is trying to tell us something, baby. And that's why I tell people on my platform all the time, pay attention. I know how God works. So when I speak about God, I'm about God in real life. Baby, I ain't no Christian. I would never proclaim to be no Christian because I still do little stuff, baby. But I don't damn near do what I used to do back in the day, and I sure know how God works. But I'm sitting here telling y'all, educate yourself. Stop sleeping around with different people. Women, don't let it blind you, baby, because you can get that anywhere. Don't let that take over your mind to make you feel like that is love. Because I promise you, it was not love for me. I was trying to find myself. And because it felt good. You understand what I'm saying? Find out what your purpose is. I'm telling y'all that. God done gave a lot of y'all chances. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all out here got some stories to tell, baby. I ain't never went through no mess like that in my life. Never. Just like when I told this story before, let me tell you something. I had men, women, older people. My inbox was flooded with people telling me, I commend you. People telling me, oh, I was with mine for a year and I contracted it. God been with you, baby. Let me tell you something. I don't like to say I'm more special than any one of y'all on here. I would never say that. But what I will say, there is a reason that God do everything for each and every one of us. There is a reason why we go through the storms that we go through and God bring us out. There is a reason why some people go through the storm and don't make it out. God don't make no mistakes, baby. And he knows